Good morning everyone, it is breakfast time right now and this is one of the most ambitious 24-hour food challenges that I've ever made on my channel. Starting with breakfast and going all the meals until breakfast tomorrow morning, every food that I'm going to be eating for the next 24 hours is going to be slime. Karina Garcia is shook. I'm coming for her brand, but I've never made slime before, so I don't really know how this is going to work out. This is also edible slime, so everything is made with like edible ingredients. So for breakfast, I really wanted to make the equivalent of cereal with milk, but in slime version. The foundation for our breakfast slime is some condensed milk and some cornstarch, and hopefully this is going to be like a slimy mixture. And then I've also got some food coloring, and we're going to be adding some cereal to our slime. You know when you watch those Instagram slime videos when they add things to it, it's very satisfying? That's kind of what I'm going for. Let's put this on max because... oh, actually I don't want to burn this. Okay. Can we talk about how convenient this is? Condensed milk on a squeeze bottle. Oh my god. I'm gonna start by adding the condensed milk. Once again, there are measurements for this, I'm sure, somewhere on the internet, so definitely Google it if you're one of those people. So to this, I'm gonna add a little bit of blue food coloring. I'm doing blue because I think this is...
your chin.
Oh, is there condensed milk on my chin?
Yeah, all over it.
Oh, I really want this to be like magical, like Lucky Charms. So, come on. Let's give this a quick mix. That looks so cool already. That is very blue though. For future reference, let's not go as heavy on the blue coloring. On the blue food coloring. What we're gonna do now is add the corn flour or cornstarch. I think it's the same thing. If you want instructions and measurements for any of this, go subscribe to Karina Garcia. We're gonna add the cornstarch. I think we should switch this off because we don't really need this to cook for too long. That does not sound good. Why is he not mixing in? Is he burning? It smells like popcorn, cotton candy all at the same time. It's really weird. Do you see how lumpy this is? Honestly, worst oatmeal ever. That was way too much. I'm not even joking. I think this needs the whole pack of cornstarch. Was that too much? Let's remove the excess corn, because we don't really need that anymore. This is getting to a good consistency. Maybe you didn't have to cook it. I didn't really read the instructions. I'm gonna wait for this to cool down and I'll show you the mess in just a second. I just wanted to show you guys because this is kind of working now. The more I mix it in, the smoother it is. Can you see any of that? Oh. Our breakfast is still warm. Oh, love when I make a delicious warm breakfast. It's not very slimy, it's a little too stiff. I didn't want to touch this too much because I'm gonna actually eat this. This is not really a slime, it's more like a solid block of like Play-Doh. Wow, delicious. Lush soap is quaking right now. I'm coming for their brand. I mean, would you look at that? I kind of want to fold it in like they do in those Instagram videos, but this is too stiff. It's so doughy. It doesn't taste bad, but it's so doughy. It feels so drying in your mouth. My mouth feels so dry. This is very filling because it's got condensed milk, which is very rich. I'm gonna actually save these in case all the other slimes that we're gonna be making throughout the day suck, and this might be the only one I like, so I'm gonna put it in a little container and just save it. It's a little bit later and it is time for lunch, and now I'm about to blow your mind because we're gonna be turning some mashed potato and some gravy into two different slimes for lunch. Ooh, that's gross. This is some microwave mashed potato that I bought. You'd think if I'm making this, I'm probably following a recipe, but not really. That sounds so wrong. I think this might be a good amount of mashed potato. Mashed potato is practically a slime as it is, but I'm learning as I make this video, and I think this time around we should add some water. It's only been like an hour since breakfast, but I'm not hungry, so at least the slime has kept me well fed. I just realized that we should be using milk instead of water to give this at least some flavor, but it's okay. We're gonna season the slime with a little bit of black pepper and also a little bit of garlic powder. So I'm gonna start adding the cornstarch and wait for this to thicken up a little bit. Okay, needs a little bit more cornstarch. Ooh. This might actually work. I think the key is to add just a little bit of cornstarch at a time. And I think this is actually working. I'm so excited. This is looking really slimy. I mean, it looks like just mashed potatoes. I know it looks just like normal mashed potatoes, but this is like, it's so smooth and it feels like plasticky. We're going to make a gravy that's so concentrated that it's basically a slime. I love the smell of gravy. I don't know why. It's just like so good. Ooh, we should start with the water, I think. I've never made gravy before. Should we just add more granules even? This is gonna be wild. It's already getting lumpy in some bits. Okay, I think we don't need more heat on this. Oh, that's so gross. I hope you guys can see that. This is looking kind of slimy. I'm pretty happy with this consistency. We're gonna wait for this to cool down and I'll show you guys my lunch in just a second. While it was still cooking for like the last 10 seconds, I added some corn flour. And guys, we actually made slime! It's still a little sticky because it's still warm, but look, we made actual slime. On this side, we've got the mashed potato slime. This one is maybe a little bit like less sticky than mashed potato, but it's definitely not very slimy. Like, it doesn't really like do that stretch thing that slime does. I'm gonna start by eating the mashed potato slime. I feel like this has been like running around my hands for so long. It's kind of gross, but also that's the challenge. This is kind of everything. This actually tastes good. I thought it was gonna be very floury. It tastes like the fluffiest, nicest, well-seasoned mashed potatoes I've ever had. This is actually amazing. My hands are so sticky, I feel like I'm gonna ruin the gravy slime. Oh my god. If you've ever wondered what a giant nose booger tastes like, that's basically it. It's salty and sticky, and I think it tastes like a nose booger. This one is a mixture of mashed potato and gravy. I have to give it a try together. This looks like marble cake mixture. No. The only edible thing for lunch is the mashed potato, but I feel like I'm gonna see you guys in just like an hour to make the afternoon snack because I'm gonna be very hungry after eating this. It's a little bit later in the afternoon, guys, and I'm freaking hungry. I didn't eat any of those mashed potatoes for lunch because I got so sick of it after like 2 bites. Because it was just so many carbs, so I feel like I haven't eaten anything today yet. For afternoon snack, this is the only slime that I've actually seen on YouTube that some people have made it before that it might actually work out, and this is a chocolate edible slime. We're gonna start with the condensed milk. This time, I'm not going to make too much because last time I made way too much, so I think that's a good amount. To this, we're gonna add the chocolate syrup. Once again, not too much. Oh, that actually looks so cool. Aesthetic though. And a little bit. Oh no! I ruined it. So we're gonna mix the chocolate and the condensed milk for a little bit. We're gonna add a little more chocolate because I'm not happy with the color of this. Is that better? Okay, I'm gonna start adding the cornstarch, and this time I'm doing this very carefully. I'm channeling Karina Garcia right now. Okay. This is looking still so lumpy. What am I doing wrong? Maybe we need a little bit more heat. This is really not blending. It was a little soft, so instead of adding more corn flour, because I didn't want it to taste like gross, I wanted it to taste like chocolate, so I put it in the freezer for a little bit to see if it like solidified a little bit. But now, not only didn't freeze, like it's still kind of warm, weirdly, even though it's been like 20 minutes. It's not coming off the paper plate. No! Honestly, no one fails more than me. At least it doesn't stick. I'm gonna eat paper practically. Oh, this is so sticky. It's kind of slimy though. I'm not completely mad at this because it is kind of like slime, but it is very sticky. In terms of stretchiness, this is like one of the most slimy slimes that we've made. Definitely didn't work out. It tastes like a candy that I've eaten before, but I don't eat very often, but I can't remember the name. This has been a terrible day, I'm not even gonna lie. What is my life? Guys, I feel sorry for myself right now because this has been terrible. I am upset. I'm grumpy, I am hungry, I think those two are related. For dinner I thought we should make some cheese slime, and I've seen people doing this on Instagram, which is basically you melt an insane amount of cheese, then you add the classic star of the video, the corn flour, and then hopefully it's going to turn into slime. According to the 6-year-old child that was much better at this than me on Instagram, the first thing you need to do is to add the cheese, so we're just going to add the whole thing. Because this is gonna shrink, right? That's what cheese does. I don't think this is cheating, but I've been drinking water all day because I mean, I gotta keep myself hydrated. Cheese is kind of like a slime as it is. Oops. No. You know what? I'm not gonna let it happen this time. I'm gonna add the cornstarch. Please don't ruin it. Not today. I need something to work for this video. It's so greasy. The cheese is releasing like all these oils. I'm gonna add a little bit more corn flour, but I don't want to jinx it, but I think it might be working. I think this kind of worked. This is a slime. We did it. I'm gonna switch this off now and I'm gonna wait for this to cool down and I'm gonna show you guys the exact thing. If you made it all the way to this point in the video, congratulations, because I'm actually gonna show you the only and the first slime that actually perfectly worked in this video, which is just cheese and corn flour. If you want to give this a try, it was very simple and it actually works. It's very hot. But look, me trying to put my life together in 2018. It sounds so wet, listen to this. It smells like grilled cheese. If you like grilled cheese, you might like the smell of this. If you don't love cheese, then this one might be a little stinky for you. Personally, I want to eat it. It looks really smooth. I'm just... that fell on the microphone. Oops. That's so flavorful. It tastes just like halloumi cheese, even though this is cheddar cheese. Honestly, this is everything. The day was really tough, but I'm definitely not mad about dinner. It is very greasy and it is a little bit sickly, but if you love cheese as much as I do, you're definitely going to be fine with it. I'm going to finish this and then I'm not going to eat anything until it's been 24 hours, which is breakfast time of tomorrow, which will be easy. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a like, only if you liked it. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, all you have to do is scroll down and there's a little bell, and if you tap that bell, Every time I put up a new video, you'll receive a notification on your phone or on your laptop. I guess I'm gonna eat my giant cheese curd. I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Bye bye!